In this video, we will review the student testing experience. The testing coordinator will want to be sure that they have the school code on hand before students come in to begin testing. You will find this code within the ATCP instruction email as well as on the student screen within the web portal. This code will always be a series of letters and numbers and is unique to your school. Every student will be required to key in this code before they are given access to a test. Students will navigate to the student registration page through the TestPoint website, www.testpoint.net. From here, they will click on the Academic Testing Competition image, select Existing Customers, and then click on the student selection at the top of the screen. This will bring them to the student registration page. As you can see, there are 3 fields requiring the student to key in text, as well as 2 drop-down menus that will help to narrow down the test subjects that are provided to the student to select from. It is very important that the testing coordinator checks each student's screen before they allow the student to proceed and click Take Test. Once you have confirmed that each student has properly filled out the student registration page, you can instruct them to click Take Test. Every student is immediately taken to the student agreement statement. This is to remind students that cheating is prohibited. We recommend that testing coordinators read this statement aloud before the student checks a box confirming they agree not to cheat. As soon as this box is checked, the student is brought into the test selection screen. This is another place where the student and testing coordinator can confirm that the proper test was selected by the student before proceeding into the actual test. The student may now click Start Test when he or she is ready to begin. Each test has a limit of 90 minutes. Within the test, you will see a layout that includes a question number navigation bar. This bar shows the student exactly how many questions are on the test, how many have been answered, as well as any that may have been skipped. Any skipped questions will show highlighted in another color to remind the student that they should come back to the question if they have time. The next item visible within each test is the directions for each question. Any rules obtaining to calculator usage will appear within the directions on the first question. The next item in the screen is the actual test question, followed by the answer possibilities. The student will be required to click the radio button to the left of the answer that they believe to be correct. The student may then click Next or utilize the question bar to move to the next question. When the student reaches the end of the test, he or she will be required to click Finish and Grade. If the student is not able to finish the test in the 90-minute time allotment, the test will stop the student from completing any more questions. All previous answers are safe. The student's test and the basic information can now be found within the school web portal on the student screen. All test results will be available at the close of the testing window.